Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Tries to play it through. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. It's a searching pass. Oh no, this does not look good. He's being urged to shoot. And that's been won straight back. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've always been impressed with Danny.
He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luca Bacchio. Swings it across, he rises! Goal! Parma! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yilmaz demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Parma have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Adrian Bernabé. And the ball's come loose here. Up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Weghorst.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now he's got space here. Dink through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Bamba. Almost half an hour in now. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a threatening ball. Correa. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He can get that clear.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's really well cleared. And that's a date. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Parma have the chance to go the other way. Played out wide. Defending was strong and firm.
Parma really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Cristante. Nicely aimed pass. Unsola! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He was berating his...
Could be danger here. Chance to deliver. And they can counter here. Spread it left. Now it's Bamba. He is through here. Flashes in a chance. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Parma are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Big chance! He has done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Now it's Weghorst. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to pass it through. José Sarr. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. A probing pass. Pass somewhat off target.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Can he finish? Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Corner
25.
number 3 coming up.
Lascia il campo per il numero 20. Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he cuts out the supply. Osula.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Short changes him with that pass. Yilmaz looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's been cut out, well played. Luca Bacchio has created one goal already. Parma perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played back in. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the shot! Cleared without hesitation.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Vint. Oh, that was vital. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass is just off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cross to the back post.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
3. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 8.
Parma are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's made its way to him. Poor robust challenge.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Yilmaz. Davis. Pavlo Fornals. Now it's Bamba. This looks promising. Oh, they can break here. Yilmaz looking understandably energised after his goal. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's shifting through the gears here. Parma could have here their final chance.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Early ball out from the back. And that is that. Parma illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, They ended up with nothing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Parma really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.